I'm going with nobody loves him, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, you guys had picked up the Scott, the Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, Dana, Tower, Two of Pentacles. Tower's a fun card.
All right. Let's go ahead and dump those in the vault before we leave again.
Right.
Yep.
You're well
All
into deck 3.
So to get to the airport, we'll either need to get a taxi or obtain a car.
Yeah. Did you get those down, Pete?
Yeah, so you had the Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Dana had the Tower and the Two of Pentacles.
And I've erased them from my sheet.
Got 2?
So,
You
the
guys
last
meet up somewhere in Gotham. There you go.
Great.
Hey.
So the last couple of times I've been here, we basically stole a car. We hotwired a car
Okay.
and did that.
There are taxis. They seem plentiful. Now, also, there's a couple other interesting things. It seems to be drizzling down from a kind of dark sky. It feels like, even though you left during the morning, it feels like it's around midnight in the cold November day. And there's a lot of gargoyles and stuff perched on buildings, staring down menacingly at you. And a lot of statues of Batman. There's even a bat signal in the sky, and it says, "For remembrance" around it. And there's also a lot of holes in buildings and stuff. Like, imagine a wrecking ball that they swung, and then they cut the chain and then let the ball go, and it went through a few buildings and stuff, and then they got the ball out somehow. Looks like that's happened a lot all over the place. There's glass and stuff on the street. There are some people trying to clean it up, but it looks like they're just kind of going through the motions.
Superhero fights.
Take a card, probably. The city looks pretty fucking wrecked. Like, a lot of superheroes have been going at it.
Disappearing book.
There you go. All right, so the last of the books from the library is gone at last.
Finally.
Finally.
Okay.
Pete, I'll let you update that. Finally, we managed to kill that. Next is, I believe, Chris's cool book, and that is a wonderful book that he will be pissed to lose.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. It's a good
Do we
book.
know if the people that existed in Red Carpet, if a version of them also exists in Gotham?
Yes.
Okay.
We've tried talking to Elliot, and he didn't want to talk to us because his phone was bugged or the police are watching him, etc.
Huh.
So yeah, so pretty much if you were to pull, so
Okay.
it's not like it's a completely different zone. It's exactly the same zone as we are, but everything's gone to the 1960s or late 1950s, early 1960s.
I'll try and contact my taxi driver friend, Raj Chetty.
I thought I read something about him leaving the city.
The number you've dialed has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Tells the live operator to you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
She goes,
that's it. I
beep,
think
beep, beep.
mobile phone numbers probably won't work either anymore.
Yeah. I'll dial is this a phone booth?
It would
there
be
a
Are you wanting to use your mobile?
No, I want to use
Okay.
the phone booth. So it would have a phone book, right?
You go over to a phone booth and you wait in line. Some guy goes in, he looks around, closes the door, comes back out dressed totally different, goes, ha-ha, and he flies away. What kind of idiot wears his underwear on the outside, do you think? And right, eventually you get up to a phone booth. There is a phone book in it. It's missing some of the pages and stuff. And you can smell the faint odor of poop.
I'll try and look him up.
He's not in the book.
Damn.
You look at the front and go, that's why it says the white pages. Damn racism.
That is a really sad joke.
It's still true in America today. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, shit's gotten more whitewashed since the lovely time of the red carpet. When your biggest concern was, could you pull out your really overpriced, expensive car, or would it just fucking fall off the berm? You missed those carefree days.
So many crushed cars.
Oh yeah, a lot of insurance claims.
What would be involved in hot wiring a car? Lockpicking?
Lockpicking to get in, mechanical repair, electric repair.
Yeah, we basically use a mechanical repair and an electrical repair.
Yeah, nobody's able to pick locks, so they've just been smashing in windows and shit. There are a lot of dark alleys, and usually you can find kind of a jalopy car that's parked in it.
The vehicles are 1950s, 1960s vehicles, so we don't have to worry about alarms. The locking system's not sophisticated, so they're pretty easy to break into now.
I'm good with locks and mechanical.
Do you carry lockpicks?
I do.
That'll help. Yeah, these cars are only alarmed if you frighten them.
So if you get the electronics roll, then we could probably get a car.
Or you can just lockpick it. You just start it up with your lockpicks.
Well, that's what I was asking about lockpicking.
Sure, give me 2 lockpick rolls. Make it sexy.
Okay. Well, try to find a car that's...
There's one. I mean, it's not even a fucking challenge. It's just like, there's one in that dark alley over there.
Okay.
That's the other thing of Gotham. It's film noir. So there's cars around to be stolen. There's, it's drizzly and stuff. The cops are corrupt and lazy now and hopeless and...
You're feeling really at home here for some reason.
Yeah. This is, it's pretty
They need a detective.
Other than the flying guy. What's up with that?
Yeah.
That's lockpicking at a third. That's lockpicking at a quarter.
And you guys are driving off. Who's driving?
Glenn.
Give me that driving roll, Glenn.
And may I suggest you stop off at a supermarket?
I go to the supermarket.
No problem. You guys go by the
Super Duper Mart.
Super Duper Mart, exactly. Yeah, it's the same name as the one in Handy. You guys feel comfortable at it, and he pulls up. No problem.
Buy some non-perishables, spam, canned meat.
Spam. I'm sorry.
Basically food supplies.
Okay, food, water, stuff like that. Great.
Yeah, just because none of the modern rations, we used up all the modern food with the cold weather gear. So
they sell frozen TV dinners here.
Yeah, I don't think we'll find anywhere to plug in the oven.
I replaced the ration stuff that I used in Dino World.
Yeah. You guys buy a butt ton of food, water, stuff like that. This is not great traveling food. It's in cans and shit, but it's better than starving to death.
I mean,
if there's army disposal stores, army surplus stores and stuff, we can always go there and buy.
They don't really have too much army surplus at this point, being that there may be a war on. Actually, there are several wars on, so they don't really have a lot of that.
Okay.
And there's probably like nuts and dried fruit and jerky and...
Oh, yeah. You guys buy the stuff that you think you're going to need. You have an assload of food and water as long as you have the car. After you lose the car, if you lose the car, then life becomes harder because you can only carry so much water and it will probably freeze given the extreme cold you'll be going into.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be the challenge with the plane, by the way.
I mean, all this stuff will fit nicely into plane and stuff. No problems. Not the car, but I mean, the airship.
Yeah.
Unless you want to steal like a cargo plane. Shit like that. It's like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm keeping the car.
Drive the car right out there.
Yeah, it's possible, I suppose. It's a way of saying fuck you to the zone. Got your cargo plane, your car, and your food. Pete, mark off $110 of bat bucks, please.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even question your outfit. There's other people shopping while those two are waiting in the car. It shows super homes shopping, and there's our guys in like capes and stuff, and weird antenna and stuff shopping and stuff. Superheroes got to eat too, apparently. Oh yeah, this place has become the parody of superheroes and stuff. While you guys are sitting out there, you watch two superheroes who are sword fighting, but with cars while they're flying.
Huh.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be so bad except for the terrified people in the cars. Anyway, Super Holmes eventually comes out pushing his shopping cart. He ignores the carnage. Some guy falls out of the car when his car gets parried. Ah! The supervillain's like, hitting the air out of the car. So, right. And then you guys drive off to the airport. I
am removing my mask and some of the obvious Super Holmes gear, and I'm going to make use of the cold weather mask.
All right. Yeah, cold weather gear will hide your faces and stuff. So, Box Girl. This is the most uncomfortable, ridiculous costume. Well, yeah, actually, compared to women's clothing, I guess it's not that bad. There's still no pockets, though.
There's not a corset, but no pockets. Yeah.
No, yeah. This is one of women's biggest complaints: is where's my goddamn pockets? I've heard that.
Our little girls, they were talking about that. Why take the time to make fake pockets in these pants? Just make real pockets. I have nowhere for my rocks,
Yeah, I agree. Right, everybody please reduce your hand back down to 4. You guys pull up outside of a small municipal type airport. They have small planes and stuff here, but it should be possible to, with some stealth and other skills, to get in and get one. So I'm assuming you're going to make it as easy and quick as possible, because all you need to do is get in there, get a plane, and fly away, right?
Yeah, with our crap.
Yeah.
Everybody give me a climb roll plus 10. Now here's the first issue. You pull up the car next to a barbed wire fence so you can get on the roof of the car with all of your heavy food and shit. But there's like a barbed wire part on top of the fence. It's like a big Y, and it's got barbed wire, and then regular fence that you need to go over.
Man, I never replaced my bolt cutters.
By chance, do you?
I used to.
I was just asking Glenn if he had bolt cutters in amongst his kit.
Unfortunately, I forgot to replace them. Now,
I used to have bolt cutters, but they disappeared at the Shadow Academy.
Now, if you're saying fuck stealth altogether, you could literally drive through the fence up to a plane, have them unlash the plane because they're lashed down so they don't blow away and stuff, and then try to get that going while people come rushing madly out and trying to stop you. It's possible.
I suspect we're going to try and stealth it.
It's up to you, because right now it's less skills to just say fuck it, but up to you.
Well, you're the driver, Glenn. What are you doing?
Did we want to swing back around and buy bolt cutters?
Probably
It'll take all of an extra half an hour to go to a hardware store and get some bolt cutters.
I would like to have bolt cutters just for these such occasions.
It's up to you. Keep in mind, these are not modern bolt cutters. These are 1950-ish bolt cutters.
Do they have
There's been a lot of advancement there.
No, but they're made of much heavier material, more of a pain in the ass to carry around than the titanium ones, which are super light and handy.
But they're not made of plastic with a Batman symbol stamped on it.
No, they're made of metal with a Batman symbol stamped on it. Everything's got Batman, even the money here.
Oh, by the way, I'm discarding dog sledding plus 20, so we're committed now.
All right, so we're no longer going to be dog sledding. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that card came up when it did.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna go. You pull up to the airport and you're like, nope. You go away from the airport and you drive off. Give me a luck roll to find an open hardware store at this time of night.
You want to roll it?
No, I want you to roll it because I'm going to
Asking
torture
them.
you. Yeah, I'm torturing you. Torture.
I've got to check already if somebody else wanted to check.
Yeah, I've got to check as well, but Logan asked.
I rolled it.
Damn it. All right, you go in, you buy some. He shows him like going, and drags him out to the car. You guys are like looking up and he gets in. God damn heavy bolt. And you drive off with him bitching all the way. And you get back to the airport. Now you want to do the sneaky ninja climbing over barbed wire, probably cut yourself up pretty good on the razor wire, or just say, fuck it, this is my airport, I'll drive where I want.
Oh,
Or we could use the bolt cutters on the fence.
Yeah,
no,
which is the whole reason we got them.
No.
Or the barbed wire, you know.
No problem. It shows you guys standing on top of the car watching Glenn cutting the barbed wire with bolt cutters and shit.
We can negate the climb roll and just cut through the fence.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Cut the
that's easier, I guess. All right, no problem. You do that instead. Right. You guys
let us aside, pass the shit through, and go through.
I was just imagining you guys cutting all the barbed wire and stuff while Glenn's cutting the hole in the fence. All right, hand me the packages, and they're passing them over the barbed wire. So anyway, right, you guys saunter over. Everybody give me a stealth roll.
Yeah.
If one person fails, everybody fails.
Made it.
Made it.
Would someone like to play the assistant reroll on me?
You don't need that.
Yeah, I'll play supporter reroll.
Damn it. Come on, fail it for me. I've got a plan for this.
But it's not an assistant reroll. I wanted the assistant reroll played.
What's the difference?
Don't worry. I don't know what the difference is besides the one's called assistant, one's called support.
Okay.
I think they do exactly the same thing. They're just worded differently. There you go. Minus.
Hey.
Damn, nobody gets to scream, it's Box Girl. She's actually known a little bit in the zone. So. Right. Anyway, you guys saunter over to an airplane. Give me a pick lock roll. Or actually, they didn't lock it. So you get in. You're looking around. It's not locked. It's not secured because nobody's going to get in through the barbed wire. And nobody steals airplanes because you got to land them somewhere, they think. Oh, yeah. Airplanes are surprisingly unsecure. You give me a luck roll there, Mr. Pilot. I want to see if it's topped up on gas and
make sure it's not tied down or whatever.
Yeah. I figured
that it's pulled up and not getting worked on.
Luck at half.
Okay. You basically go around and untie everything while they load up the airplane with the stuff. Your guy's a professional pilot. He can do it as a living, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell them how to distribute the weight in the thing. All I need to know is who is riding up front with you and who's in the back. There's like a couple seats in the back. It's all cramped as fuck.
The other thing we should do is change into our cold weather gear now.
Yes, I was going to say that.
All right, no problem. You guys do so, and the boxes.
Is there anything? Is there anything we should? Is there anything that might be at the airport that'll be useful for dry that we should grab or do to the engine before taking off for when we hit the cold weather to stop it from freezing up?
And that's a card for
like antifreeze or some such, or draping something over the.
Unfortunately,
the heating.
The things you really need to do, you need to drain all the oil and put in a much thicker oil and stuff like that. Pretty much, though, you're planning on crashing this plane or driving it to death. So you're hoping it can make it long enough. If it can make it for a few hours, that should get you through it. But unfortunately, for all the stuff that you're needing to do, you don't have time for that.
And so just if there was anything we could.
Oh, no, it's bloody clever.
From a short term to just give us that edge.
Now you're fucked. All right, you guys load up, and then he turns on the plane and stuff, and you'd expect a lot more. The security is pretty lax here. Because
they may not even have somebody on the grounds.
Yeah, there's no control tower or anything like that.
No, it's
But yeah,
1960s.
yeah, oh yeah, taking off and landing in small airports like this, because I have done both, sucks a cock. So, oh yeah, we almost got killed a couple of times. Now, give me a luck roll to make sure nobody's wanting to land while you're taking off. This has happened to me.
Do we care what kind of plane it was, or are we not going to get into that?
No, I'm not getting. It's like a Cessna type of engine. You know, it's a
Something
single
that's going to have a deep
wing.
range that it's going to, and something
Yeah.
that you believe is going to be better able to handle the cold.
Yeah. Plus Cessnas. The nice thing about it is you can literally let go of it and it will just fly. It'll stay on the same altitude unless there's a lot of wind and stuff. You've never tried what you're going to do in a plane before, because basic piloting school and all that did not include shadow walking.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me that luck roll. How you do?
Made it.
Cool. You guys are taking off. About now, somebody's finally coming running out, goes, and you're like, meh. And it shows 3 people in cold weather gear looking at me, like, right, give me your roll for taking off, please. Yeah, this is fucking child's play. No problem. You take off and you're heading off. And yeah, they failed to dispatch any like jet fighters to come get you and shit like that. Would you like to do a grand tour over Gotham so you can admire the various Batman stuff? Maybe see if they've redistributed the city so that it forms a Batman symbol from the air? No? All right.
No.
So, right. Who's wanting to do the shadow walk, or who's sitting co-pilot? Still my question.
Probably Joshua if he's gonna.
So they're pushing Joshua to the seat. Get in there, you. Get over it.
I guess it's me.
He's like, I don't want to go to. I'll be
You
called
like
upon to
need
fly.
to be near a window or something for this.
Oh, assuming you can see it. There's windows at the back as well.
Yeah, you want to see forward for shadow walking. It's
Yeah.
an important part of this in balanced breakfast. But I mean, if she needs to shadow walk, all she has to do is come and get out of any kind of straps and seat belts and safety devices, and then just cram forward until she can stick her head up to the windshield into your guys's. And then, you know, as soon as you hit like an air pocket, she'll be just bouncing off the. It'll be fun. So go ahead and give me a shadow walking roll there, Pete. Let me know how well you make it.
We were going to be pretty low when we try to transition, right?
Well, the problem with low in an airplane is if you're too low, bad things can happen. It's actually good to be at like a couple 100 feet minimum. I mean, you could be lower than that.
That's what I meant by low.
Okay. I didn't know if you were like, yeah, well, I'm at 4th and Broadway. Yeah, see?
Nope. Does somebody else want to give it a shot?
Oh, are there parachutes?
No.
Crap, parachutes.
I didn't even bother looking. I assumed there wouldn't be.
Who can afford parachutes?
You want me to try? Or am I busy?
Oh, yeah, you can try if you want.
Okay.
You look at
You're
McKay.
going to have to
He
try and
looks
get the
at your
skill up.
shrugs
You're going to
like
have to get the skill up sometime.
You guys are flying out. Your radio is now going off, and they're like, Flight 724, please come in. Over.
This is Flight 724. Over.
Flight 724, you've done an unauthorized takeoff. Who is this, please?
This flight is logged. I don't know what you're talking about. It's in the logbook.
Give me a fast talk roll to send them back to the goddamn logbook.
Fast talk. No. Not on a 94. It's not a fumble, though.
You get into an argument on the radio about, no, it isn't and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a shadow walking roll there, Glenn.
Until we get
Bubble.
Whoa!
No problem. You guys pick up some amazing turbulence and stuff. Give me another piloting roll at -20 as the plane's literally trying to.
I do have an assistant re-roll I can play on you if you wish.
Not a supporter re-roll this time. I don't know why they're called different things either.
They're even worded differently, but they seem to do the same thing.
Yes.
Hooray!
Please play that.
I will play that.
No,
I
I'm
was
really
saving it for
enjoying
the
watching
Shadow
100.
Walk. While I did the Shadow
If
Walk.
you rolled 100 on piloting, also, I got a scene for that.
No, I bet you do.
Oh yeah.
We don't need the wings. Oh,
We're all
my
gonna
God.
die, announces. You're like, we're gonna die. Shows like one of the wings is starting to flap around. It looks like it's trying to tear itself off.
I'm going to play my discard.
You don't want to listen to the melodic sound
No.
of the
Before
air
you
screaming passengers?
spend any hero points, do either of you have any crap cards?
Well, I have a limited retrieve. I could grab that assistant reroll again.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to do that, then yeah, go for it.
Although I would just like to point out, as you're flying, like, and he's fighting all this turbulence and horrible shit's happening outside of the windows and stuff, like strange clouds that look like monsters and stuff. You're thinking, we should spend some time in Amber and make a Trump,
Mm-hmm. Is that a gremlin on the wing?
Okay, assistant reroll is now on top and played for you, Glenn.
Hooray! Roll another fucking fumble.
Got it.
Come on, go for 3.
I got it.
Oh, I'm waiting for the dice roll to come here.
Yeah, I can see.
It's not 4.
Yeah, it hasn't shown up here yet.
Oh.
Are you sure you really rolled? All right. Assuming that we eventually see it, is that a crit? You have a 40 or better?
It is not a crit.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's not a crit for you.
A very good success.
No problem. Right.
Presumably it's by a quarter.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you get to give me a pilot roll.
I'm going to go ahead and...
Oh, wait. Your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Oh, there we go.
I just got that too.
Cool.
Oh.
Give me a pilot roll because you got to find out the bad thing about shadow walking in an airplane is updrafts and strange different temperatures as you suddenly go from kind of cold to sub-Arctic.
Okay.
You
I'm going to go ahead and play
controls.
my limited retrieve and get that assistant reroll.
Look at them at limited retrieves fly.
Oh, boy.
How do I put it in my hand?
Shows the
Yeah,
tail.
well, you'll need to
fucking
trade
around.
it to one of us to play on you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So just leave it out there. I'll trade you this opponent fails.
Okay.
And then I'll play the limited retrieve on you. Sorry, I'll play the assistant
Well, he
reroll
hasn't
on you.
failed yet.
Yeah, let me see
He
if I
hasn't failed
fail.
yet.
Oh,
He's
sorry,
getting right.
I thought you had failed.
Well, I was just picking it up just in case for a cut.
Oh, okay,
buried
you
by
were
accident or
preempting
whatever.
it. Sorry, my
Yeah.
apologies.
He knows it's going to be ugly. No problem.
I shall
Regular success on piloting.
Okay, you're flying over the fucking frozen tundra, or sorry, the Arctic thing. It's snowing. Shows windshield wipers. It's gone into like, wow, this is just, it's not horrible. It's not like super windy. That would be really bad. But it's gone into snowing heavily. Snow, fortunately, isn't your wings are starting to freeze up a little bit. The controls are getting a little bit stickier. And up ahead, and it only extends maybe 30 or 40 feet, like 10 meters up, is a wall of fire. And above the wall of fire, it looks like regular sky, but you're not sure. And at this point, Holmes looks to you and says,
Yeah, we need to go through the wall of fire.
which means that you're going to pretty much have to go, no problem. Right. Because of flying within 20 feet of 10 meters of the ground in this airplane is considered wildly dangerous. I am going to ask for a roll. I'll make it a full, but you're pretty much shooting a gap here.
Like
Fly
Womp
under the Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge, you got more space, honestly, and people died trying
Oh,
stupid
nice.
a lot. He's like, yeah, everybody else give me endurance / con rolls who isn't the pilot. Wait, this is for my lunch.
Can I count this as a dogfighting roll?
Sure.
You got to
Sure,
be.
that's pretty good.
You got to be
Made my
kidding me.
endurance. I have flown with Glenn before.
No
I
problem.
failed by 1%.
McKay throws up a little bit on some of the controls to try to make it a little bit more challenging.
I
for
will be scrabbling for a
Make it
paper. I'll
art.
be scrabbling for the bag.
Vomit art.
you. Would you like to try rolling your vomit art? The windshield
Yeah.
awaits. No? All right. He only spit up a little bit. He didn't do projectile vomiting. On a fumble, I'd had him just turn to Glenn and just fucking let loose in his face.
Ew, ew, ew.
Right, you guys managed to do this incredible stomach-churning dive under, and Glenn's like, meow. And then you're in. The shadow walking is all the way to Amber. Yes,
Yes.
your destination is Amber. I forgot to ask before
Yep.
you rolled. Cool. So you guys go through the Great Wall of Fire, and at this point, you begin to run into happy fun times. Glenn, you're the pilot. It's all up to you. Give me a willpower times 5, if you please.
Okay.
You're desperately trying to gain altitude.
And would you like me to
Suddenly
play
the
that
propellers
assistant
go
re-roll on you?
chunk, 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 chunk. Plane stopped working. Yes! Ah!
We still got a ways to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
I'll-
the reroll.
You
All
see,
right,
also everything here is lit from underneath. The sun's behind thick clouds. It's super bright here, and you can see a bunch of bright blue glowing wolves watching the plane from the ground.
I
They
play
begin
the
running after it.
assistant re-roll.
Times 7.
Both
You need
propellers
time
stopped working
5.
and such. As unfortunately, this happened just after the dive when you went through the Great Wall of Fire, and then the propellers stopped working. And he goes, "Oh no!" And you guys go, "Ah!" And the wolves are like, because they think they're running after it like they're going to catch it. They don't know what they'll do with it when they do, but by God, they're going for it.
Sounds like it's hero time.
I'm not saying it's bad yet.
If you wait before spending a hero point,
Mm.
I will spend my discard card, which will give me a refill, and just see if on the off chance I get a card that is of use.
I mean, this is a lot more fun than just stepping through some fucking tarot card, right?
Eavesdrop, immovable, skill +5, clarity. Nope,
That's
sorry.
a good time to roll. Well, you got skill +5 if he wants to try again at a harder thing.
Yeah, I'll pass you the skill +5
Ooh,
at
okay.
least.
Or you can spend a hero point and try again at the full ×5. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
I end up saying that a lot, I've noticed.
Oh, I need to give you a card.
Yes.
It sucks being the driver.
Okay. Skill 5.
Actually, before you re-roll, McKay is in the co-pilot seat. He can
So
start
can I
fucking
try and
pulling his
assert
way.
my will?
Yeah, when the propellers stop, you go, "Ugh." You can try it.
All right.
Is that you said it was a willpower roll though, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah,
a strength roll,
McKay goes, "Ah." You think you can
File
get
by
thrown.
1.
Right. So there's only one person left who could possibly do it at this point, sitting in the back going, "No, I don't want to die. So fly, fly, fly."
I guess I've got to do it.
She just sighs before everybody crashes.
All right. I'll use my skill +5 on this,
Ooh.
Nice.
and roll, and did not make it.
You won't. Your will is. Have you died or something?
No,
Your will is
I
10.
don't want to talk about it, Joshua.
Wow.
Right. It appears that the engine's cut out. It's only a matter of time before you
do
peak
you-
ground.
All right. Since we're going to have to spend hero points, how What's your hero points like at the moment, Scott?
No, that's an out of game thing there. You could say I'm
Well,
feeling stronger, I'm not.
Yeah, but we're having to say we're going to spend a hero point, so which is out of game talk anyway.
Yeah, that's crazy talk.
I'm not feeling weak, but
there you go.
You probably have
I
strong
am
will.
I am maxed, so I'll do it.
Okay.
And I think my will might be a little bit better than yours.
Do you want the skill 5 that I already set out?
That's all right.
Right. The plane starts going again. McKay is concentrating or taking a poo. Hard to say right now. You'd rather not think about it. You've already seen stuff come out one end. You don't need to go for the other. You guys continue flying over the strange bioluminescence thing, and then eventually it starts to warm up. McKay, you're keeping this bucket of bolts flying. You shift into the next zone. Give me a willpower times 3 roll to not die horribly.
Want a skill 5?
The engine stutters.
I already set it out. It's
Let me give you. Yeah. All right. Well, let me give you back the.
Underneath, it looks as though, unfortunately, it seems to be some sort of forest that you're flying over. You are looking desperately for possible landing zones and seeing none.
Yeah.
hey.
Keep going.
McKay keeps the bucket of bolts in the air. You're
Just
pretty
keep
happy.
in mind it's getting harder to keep us going, so you might want to look for somewhere for us
Looking
to land.
for a place to land.
No problem. You then
Seeing how far you can go.
You shift into the next zone. Give me a luck roll, Scott. Up ahead, you see the cave that you've gone into every time that you've been this way. Is that by half?
Yep.
No problem. You see a postage stamp size runway landing zone. I wouldn't call it a runway. I'd call it a less tree populated area. It's going to fuck up the plane is going to be trashed here. You're pretty goddamn sure. If it can even be kept in the air. Now, if you have an unpowered landing, that will be harder. Pete, in order to give him a nice powered, safe landing, I need a simple willpower times 1 roll. Nobody's ever really tested out the tech here until you guys get to the high stakes poker tournament. I noticed that. Good time.
It was will by 2, but not will by 1.
What a pity. The engine stopped. You can now attempt to glide it in. It's nice and quiet though. That you've got Cessnas are super noisy, so now you've got that to look forward to.
So this pilot at half.
As you go for the really small tree-strewn quote runway, if you will, you are going to rip off some wings when you land. You're pretty sure of that. Unless you make it at a quarter and then somehow you manage to miss everything.
Feeling lucky.
All right.
At half.
Wow. You guys cannot believe you fucking survived that. The plane is trashed. You guys got, you discovered that why people normally strap down stuff. She took a hell of a beating back there from all the canned goods and stuff flying around. It's like being in a washing machine of canned goods. It was probably the worst experience of just getting beaten relentlessly by cans. And you notice McKay didn't buy any vegan shit because it's like roast or beef jerky and stuff. So it's not even food you're wanting to eat that's beating you up. And everything's made with animal products. You got to see one of the labels really close when it hit you in the face. So you guys crash landed, and you hear a faint, deep, rhythmic drum like a heartbeat, or it's your imagination. You're hoping the cave's over there.
We get our stuff.
All right. Fortunately, it's much warmer here, so you guys have actually unzipped some of your Arctic stuff. You're out of the we're going to die from the cold area, but
yeah. Go back to my cape and domino mask.
All right. That way, a new supervillain can arise. I still think you need a Riddler uniform, though. That'd be the shit. No problem. It's kind of like if you were to take a stack of donuts with holes in them and then turn it on its side and then walk through those. That's what going through the cave is like. You're not sure what made these kind of caves.
I wave at the little people as we go past them.
They are actually in the next zone, which is still within the caves. They scream and run and hide. You see the little like human torso with millipede bodies, and they're like about as tall as Smurfs. They run away screaming in terror as you guys tromp through. It shows one of them look at the other one, and he goes, "That's what they are." And it shows like little translation says, "We gotta fucking move. These guys keep coming through." And eventually, you guys come out of a hidden cave that overlooks the. Hold on, that new map. Go.
So before we enter the cave, I'm going to take a picture.
You mean before you exit, or
before we go in? I wanted to take a picture of the entrance of the cave area, and experiment if later we can ever do a painting. We don't have to physically be here for 2 days.
Nice
Maybe
idea.
we can do it off of a picture.
I understand. Give me a willpower ~1.
I thought we'd do the trumps when we get to where we're going.
Yeah, it's nice to have a halfway point just in case we don't want to go all the
your
way.
Your camera literally, your phone camera thing literally disintegrates in your hand, falling to pieces. So, as I was starting to say before, that's what you get trying to take pictures and being all clever and shit.
You're getting out my other phone.
Sure, give me a willpower ~1. Let's see if we can destroy 2 phones.
I have multiple phones.
You will not defeat me, she tells him.
I think that was had.
Yeah. And not at ~1.
Your shit doesn't seem to be working here. Anyway. So you guys eventually emerge. This is after I'm cutting through several hours of walking and shit, obviously. Actually, no, a few days of walking through the caves, because you haven't figured out a quick way through the caves. Although, if you had like something this like a dirt bike or something like that, that would get you through the fucking caves quick, fast, in a hurry. If you can make it work.
Yes, that would be the challenge.
Actually, you know, it would work out a treat. A fucking 10-speed bicycle. Or better yet, a dirt bike. A dirt bike with shocks. Because of fucking weird cave things. The bridges. Mountain bike. That would be fucking great. But eventually you guys emerge in a small cave looking far down to a road. The cave opening looks like it is well hidden from view. There's a road going through Dragon Spine Mountains up ahead, Moon Pass it's called, and it leads to the Vale of the Valley of Garnath, if you wish.
Question, Logan. Since this took a couple of days, did Glenn get any further contacts when he was asleep?
No, he did not. Take a card for reminding me. No, it seems to have been oddly quiet for reasons. Please insert mysterious music here. Thank you.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. So you guys head down to the mountain pass so you can go to the Vale of Garnath?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Everybody roll spot hidden. It's an opposed thing, but just roll low. Try to get it, I'm guessing, at half without trying to figure out too much shit here. Ooh. You're getting ready to get ambushed from up ahead and behind.
Nothing special.
No? Okay. So only one person notices. It's a bunch of guys. Think stereotypical D&D rangers, bows, woodland colors. Some of them are wearing like the camouflage strips and stuff like that. And they seem to be waiting for you guys. She notices them. Nobody else does.
I tell you to.
Now you notice. I like that they both said, I'm giving you guys, everybody, a card for the blaseness of this. They're getting ready to be ambushed, are we? Good. Continue walking or stop and look at them or what?
So there's a group ahead. Was there a group behind, did you say?
You'd think so.
Let's just stop.
Are we? Sorry, what are we in a forest at the moment, or are we
You're
plains, or
you're down on a road, which is a pass through the mountains. It's not a very long pass, but it's a pass through the mountains. You've left your hidden cave well behind.
yeah? I was just trying to work out like either side what sort of cover there was, or if there's trees to run into.
There's plenty of different cover around.
Ninja.
You reckon hit the cover to our left and then go back, or work our way forward?
Yeah, probably skirt around and resume going forward.
All right. You guys are all doing opposed sneaking versus their spotting. So if one person's spotted, everybody blows it. So we're going to start off with Dana. What's your stealth, please?
I have it at 76.
Ninja. Okay, so roll a 75 or less.
Did it.
Right. Scott, what's your stealth?
90.
90. Roll low. Great. And Pete, what's your stealth?
72.
Roll something like Dana had to roll. 70 something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Right. Everybody give me a listen roll as you sneak by these guys.
Yep.
I think they've seen us. No. And why did they go off the side of the road? I don't know. Maybe to take a poo. We'll wait for them, and if when we see them again, we'll signal the other team and we'll close in on them in a standard pincer movement. How long do you think the poo will take? And so on. You guys
So
sneak by.
they're talking. They're not talking. They're all right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. They're all talking in a different language. Everybody roll their Thari roll. My bad.
No, it's all right. I'm quite happy for him to speak English for the
Made
amusement
it.
of it, but I was curious as to if it was actually Thari.
What's the name of this language?
Thari.
Yep. Welcome to New Languages You Didn't Know You Could Speak. This is your guest host, Dana Zool.
It's the native language of Amber. So, but zones, shadows near Amber, and that will speak either Thari or a variation of it that you'd be able to understand it. And that's close enough that you can understand it.
That's right, Nick. Okay, you guys sneak all the way out of the forest, leaving the very frustrated people. You did notice after she pointed them out to you, these guys all have like a unicorn rampant on their chest, like as their logo, insignia, whatever.
Really?
Really?
That is
I
concerning.
think I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's the symbol of Amber. So why would the guards of Amber want to ambush us?
Maybe to give us a nice welcoming feast.
That sounds good.
I'm concerned as to what the others have gotten up to now.
Mhm.
And knowing Doc, he's probably released some great evil upon the world, so they now all dislike us.
Or a coup.
Yeah, or a coup, true.
Mhm.
He did say they released random, but so
I like how as soon as trouble is discovered on the road, Doc Fulton is the first suspect.
well, he's got form.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's either him or Kinley that have messed up most of the zones for you guys. I'll tell you what, part of me is really happy he blew up the school zone so early, because otherwise that is free checks for life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was worried that the players would be so into playing Harry Potter
not so much into playing Harry Potter, but certainly
Well,
quite useful
like
to
that.
learn stuff.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have redone any of the Potter missions, but if the players were like, "We're going to live here forever," I'd be like, "All right," and I'd have to redesign shit, make more missions. Although my school had a lot more elf abuse. They thought their house elves had it bad. No. Elves get shit in all my campaigns, I'm sure. There was one fantasy campaign I was running 20, 25 years ago. And some guy came over who'd never played in the campaign before, and he goes, "I want to play an elf." And everybody's like, "You don't want to play an elf." And he's like, "I want to play an elf." And they're like, "We kill elves." And he's like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, elves stay young forever. They learn a bunch of shit. They got a bunch of bonuses and stuff. And in this campaign, they decided they'd had enough of the humans pushing them back. So they're all Nazis." And he's like, "They're what?" "Yeah, they're all fucking Nazi elves. They fucking radicalized and they've gone to full Nazi." And he's like, "Are you kidding me?" They're like, "They wear swastikas. We figure they're Nazis." So he didn't become an elf.
Decided it wasn't such a good idea.
Come think of it, he didn't continue playing either. Guess he really wanted to be an elf. So, over a friendly poo in the woods, shows everybody pooping in the woods, talking to each other, making a lot of awkward direct eye contact.
A little grunting.
Or you guys wanting to talk or just proceed into Amber?
Sounds like bad stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get it. I mean, they weren't trying to arrest us; they were trying to ambush us, which is interesting.
You didn't see a lot of like arrows were on the string, but the bows weren't pulled back. If that makes sense.
I mean, they could have been just cautious and somebody. Well, we don't know if they were trying to ambush us.
Might have just been guarding the road.
Yeah.
Or thinking they're Doc Fulton.
They might.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. I hand signal.
Yeah, we're going to keep going.
Give me a signaling roll, Dana.
What?
It's a skill.
Thank you for not doing like signal while poop. It's a new write-in.
Actually,
no idea what you're trying to say.
You might. Let's see what happens.
No, I found my signaling wrong.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying. I still guess.
I signal back at her.
Did you make yours?
No.
Perfect. So
I assume it has some bodily function.
it all comes together. So continue on, live in the woods forever, go back.
Come this far.
Yep, we already stole a car and a plane.
We just need a train now.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would also make the tunnel easier.
And do you know who the director of that film was, Logan?
Were you the director of that film?
John Hughes.
Ooh.
He's everywhere.
Oh, it was either the director or the executive producer. Now you've got me thinking.
So,
but it is one of these films.
Still everywhere. Right. You guys press on. Do you want to go toward the castle or the town?
We can slip into the town unconspicuously. Maybe we can get a feel.
Town would be much easier to get into than the castle.
Yeah.
find a tavern or something and
Try and work out what's going on.
Like, so is Fiona captured?
You guys go into the tavern, and when you open the door and come in, you're wearing like modern. Everybody's dressed medievalish here, except you guys. You're all dressed like bright modern survival. Like you're gonna find me if I'm in an avalanche gear that's unzipped because you're sweating balls in it. And well, most of you are. And it's the weirdest thing. They've got a live band in the bar, and they're playing the Star Wars Cantina song. They've got exactly, and people are sitting around talking and stuff. The bartender looks over, sad to see that somebody isn't trying to bring in droids so he can yell at them. And you guys go in. Bartender says, "Thari, Thari, 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 Thari."